everyone, this is Illa Land, and thank you for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Today I'm going to do my 12th house astrology reading for the sign of Gemini. Gemini dates are May 21st through June 20th. Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, and Gemini is an air sign. And Geminis also are a mutable sign, which means they can assimilate or blend in with most environments. They're like people pleasers. So let's see what's going on with Gemini for the month of September. Your first house has the Knight of Fire and the Sun. And it shows that people see you, Gemini, as someone who's very passionate, confident. You have charisma. And they also see you as someone who's has vitality and very self-confident. Regarding your earning abilities, Gemini, some of you all need to work on your ego. And you need to release unhealthy habits. Now, the ego, which is the devil card, it deals with the 7 deadly sins that are in the Bible. And so you have lust, envy, pride, gluttony, greed, wrath, and sloth. So what of those 7 do you need to let go, Gemini? You need to remove them because it's interfering with your choices. It's interfering with your earning ability. It's interfering with how you look at your money, how you value money. You're being distracted by things that are unhealthy. They're unhealthy habits or behaviors, but you need to remove anything that is not in alignment with your higher good or betterment out of your life, and to bring in more, to increase your earning abilities. Your third house has the 5 of Pentacles and the Tree of Life. So right now, you're not in a good headspace with it when it comes to how you're interacting in your immediate environment. You may be going through some financial struggles right now, and that has your mind in a negative state. Just remember that whatever you think is what you are going to attract, whatever you give your energy to. And so you're in a development process. Things are not always going to be this way. And you need to remove the ego. Your ego is interfering with your earning abilities. But also, just know that whatever financial difficulties you're having right now, they're not going to last. They're going to pass. You're just going through a growing pain, so to say. When it comes to your 4th house, this is the house of your emotional nurturing. You have a very, very solid family support system. And they're very intuitive. Someone may even be psychic in your family, but you have a very, very loving, supportive, tight-knit family system that helps support you as you go through life and achieve your goals. In your 5th house, Gemini, we have the Chariot and the Anchor. And so you're in the process of change. And Chariot is associated with Cancer. And the Chariot is also associated with home. But you're making a significant change in your life right now, in your 5th house. Gemini, and it's dealing with your relationships, flings. You want something more stable. You're changing. You're changing your thought process. You're changing your mentality when it comes to sex without commitment. When it comes to flings or one-night stands or anything anything involving love affairs of a short-term nature, you want something more. You want something more solid. You want more stable. So you're changing. Your sixth house has the balance card and the owls. So you need to bring balance between what you do for a living and what you do for your personal pleasure or whatever's your passion. So you need to separate the two. And the owls are communication. So the message is being sent that you need to separate the two. And when you communicate, when you speak of your job, your career, vice your passion, do it in a way to where you may have networking or some sort of coming together to bring balance. The owl can clarify that you need to bring balance when it comes to your work and your service or servitude, and listen to the wisdom, listen to the guidance of your parents or your elders or your mentor, whoever you look to for guidance and direction. But you're being asked to bring balance into your life. When it comes to your seventh house, we have the sun and we have the bouquet. So Gemini, you all are going to have a very successful relationship. You're going to have a relationship with a man that may wine and dine you and like to buy you nice gifts or pretty things. In your eighth house, this is a house where you have shared assets and joint finances. You have a male energy here. So this could be your significant other, Gemini, or this could be you. But the male energy, and this is the king of air. And of course, this is Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. So this is a male Gemini's energy, someone that's intelligent, impartial, but it's very stoic when it comes to receiving wise advice. He tries to do the right thing. This is a partner that you can listen to and reason with regarding your shared assets and joint finances. And although he appears to be unconcerned, he may not be emotional as you would like, but he has the intention and energy to get it done. And then if you're in a relationship with a younger male and an older male, the older male is taking care of the younger male. And he's going to make provisions to take care of you now and in the future. In your ninth house, Gemini, you have the Ten of Air, and then you have the Star card. So you're ending a situation so that you can start another one. So with regards to your expanded consciousness, you're putting yourself in a position where you're walking away from all things that no longer serve you. And you're following your intuition. The blue cloak or the cape there looks it symbolizes intuition and thinking, her thoughts. She's walking away for something better. So you do have to release before you can start over or start anew. So this person is walking away from anything that interferes with expanded consciousness. Whether it's in the realm of higher learning or whether it's an actual spiritual or religious consciousness that this person is going through right now. In your 10th house, we have the 8 of Wands and we have the Tower card. So when it comes to your career, you've got a lot going on at your job. Maybe you work for an organization or the government or law enforcement of some sort. It just shows you have a lot going on right now with regards with your career. And depending on how you handle these details of your job or task or whatever you have going on will affect your reputation. So make sure that you're not being overwhelmed, but that whatever you have, whatever your responsibilities are, make sure that you're accountable and responsible. In your 11th house, you have the Justice card and you have the Ship. And this is telling me that when you want to involve yourself with like-minded people, you want to network and to be a part of interest groups or with people that you have shared ideas with. The problem is they're far away. You have to travel to get to these groups of people, social networks of people, friends. But it's important that you do so because they're going to help you along your path, whether you're pursuing your professional career or your personal pleasures or desires. So it's important that you be open to traveling, be open to allowing yourself to take part in these groups or these social networks. In the long run, it's going to benefit you. Your 12th house has the Transformation or Tower card, and then we have the Heart card. So you're going through a period of transformation right now. And to be honest, it's coincidentally the 12th house is the house of transformation. It's where you address your fears, your insecurities, anything that would be undoing to you as a person. Those things are in your 12th house. So if you go through a transformation process of facing your fears head on and dealing with secrets or things that you've hid and shoved under the carpet, it would bring about a significant change and allow you to have more love in your life. You would have more, you would be open to exchanging love and affection because you have overcome the fears and insecurities that you had that once held you back from expressing those feelings. And those carries over into every area of your life, not just your romantic life, but your relationship with your children, your spouse, your family, and of course your job. But you've done some housekeeping, some significant soul searching, and now you're at a place where you can appreciate love and affection. Once you've been hurt, sometimes it's hard to open up and love again. All right, so we have the planet Mercury and Gemini. Your traits are associated with the planet Mercury. We have Scorpio, and we have the number 1. So the focus for you, Gemini, is on your first house. And this is where you're successful. You have passion, you have charisma, you have self-confidence. You're seen as a self-starter and a go-getter. And you have this Scorpio. That is a symbol of transformation, and we're going through transformation. This is just saying that you need to change how you communicate. So maybe you're coming off egotistical, but with regards to how people view you, you are very charismatic and successful, and you have confidence, but maybe you shouldn't come off arrogant if that is the case. So maybe you need to work on how you communicate with people in your personal life. To receive more spiritual guidance, you can follow me on Instagram at Ilalyn. To book a reading, go to www.ilalyneverythingspiritual.com. Have a wonderful day, Gemini, and as always, namaste.